Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League. The Tundras pull out a big win against the War Wagons in Game 1 of the conference finals, and we are one game away from the championship finals, and we will be facing off against the Platypi if we can get this win. So we'll be sending Gabriel Wankerstein back to the mound, face off against Bailey Rosario. Neither pitched well in their first game. Wankerstein had the arguably better start, but we'll see if he can get another good start against a very strong War Wagons offense. Tenley Knight was able to hold them at bay, only scoring 2 runs against us, and we'll see if Wankerstein can pitch just as well, if not better. We have the lineup set, as we will have Rubio, Price, Guevara as your top 3, followed by Shoei, Valencia, and Finley, and then Get Wrecked, Trampleson, and Christian Black will round out the bottom 3 in the order. Black getting the start at third. Royal Finley moves to the DH spot, and Jacques Dennis will get a seat so that he can get his mojo back. He has not been the player we were hoping, as we saw him kind of turn things back on at the end of the season. We are, of course, in the playoffs, so it will be another whiteout game. This is our second home playoff game this year. So let's go ahead and head out to the field for a night game at Stade Royal. Finley Curtis, Ian Hackett both had great days. They are still locked in. Barnstormer and McUtters dropping in the lineup, and they are still tense. How can we do against Bailey Rosario, formerly of the Rakers? She is a 2-time All-Star. So, of course, we have to be ready for anything. See what Wankerstein can do.
Third baseman, number 19, Finley Curtis.
Now, Finley Curtis will lead things off, batting .500 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. Gets the off-speed pitch, but it's skied high into right center field. Zeke Price tracked it down, sitting underneath, and will catch that for out number 1. Ian Hackett comes up second. Had himself a good game. He was on fire to start this series. He's down to locked in. And swings at the first pitch, fouls it off, batting .333 in the playoffs. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Pops up foul, and that will get out of play. Still 1-2. And another one foul. Long pause before Wankerstein gets another sky out to center field. Zeke Price been busy already, as, holy crap, Trampleson coasts all the way into center field to back him up. For some reason, exhausting some energy. Zweet Powell had himself a solid day, batting .400 with 1 home run and 1 RBI in the playoffs. He takes a strike for first pitch. Ball low. Wankerstein gets strike 2 chasing. And off the end of the bat, and it's going to pop up to Guevara for out number 3. So great first inning for Wankerstein. Now if the offense can get some run support here to start, put me in a much more positive situation here. Rubio with a handful of hits, including a home run in the playoffs so far, batting .455. Swings through strike 1. Rosario gets him pulling 1 foul, so tough out activates. Rosario with a tier 3 elite curveball. That, I don't believe it, neither does Rubio, and that's called strike 3. Really, really tough call for the ump on that one. Bailey getting some help. And she also has tier 2 easy targets, or easy jumps, so if we have some runners reach base, we might be able to take advantage of her trait there. Strike 2 taken, a 1-2 count to Price. He takes a ball high. He needs a good game. He takes a ball inside, full count here. Zeke takes ball 4, so he gets his mojo back. Walks over to first base. He has good speed, but Ren Dozen Rolls has a really great arm behind the plate. Port Guevara is coming up to the plate, so I don't think it's a good idea for us to try and steal. Batting .444 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs on the season. He takes the curveball for strike 1. Swings at the fastball, and it's going to be a grounder to Simpson. A double play clears the bases and ends the inning. So Rosario gives up a walk, then clears it off right away. Both offenses quiet in the first inning. Simpson had himself a decent day. He's up to a .364 average in the playoffs, one RBI. Winkerstein starts inside, goes outside, 1-1 count, and a grounder to short, or second, excuse me, Shoei. With a quick reaction, will toss to first, out number 1. Alonso, the all-star this year for the War Wagons, batting 111 on the playoffs. 1 home run, 2 RBIs, has been quiet. Falls behind 0-2. And Winkerstein will go low and away, but it's just off the corner. Misses high and in. Checks on ball 3. Full count here to Alonso. Fouls one off right in the corner. Winkerstein trying to get a put-out pitch, and he does! Strike 3 swinging, and Alonso will lose mojo there. That'll turn us to Matthew Barnstormer. He's tense after a rough game. Batting 125, and Winkerstein is locked in. First pitch swinging, fouled off. Checks on ball high and in somehow. Gets a slider for strike 2, 1-2 count. Chases strike 3, Barnstormer flails, and Winkerstein with another strikeout gets us through the second. See if our offense can get things going. Rosario allowed a walk, but also got a double play, so she faced the minimum in the first. Then is Shoei, the hottest hitter arguably in the lineup, batting 444 with 3 home runs and 4 RBIs. Will ground down the first baseline, and it's foul, so he falls behind 0-2. That screwball way outside. Shoei doesn't chase low and away. It's 2-2 now. Ooh, the curveball got him swinging. Rosario celebrates on the mound. She knows this is an important game for the War Wagons. And Brock Valencia will come up batting 444 with no home runs and 1 RBI. Contact versus righties is activated. Swings and misses on the curveball, 1-1 count. Checks on strike 2. I think that was a 2-seam fastball. I don't agree. Ball misses high, 2-2. Valencia fouls off. He's got good power. We'd like to see him pop one out here. Protects again, still 2-2. And right in the strike zone there is fouled off again. Brock fouls off. Great battle here from this catcher. Oh, but in the end, Rosario, who's locked in, gets a nasty slider that dips right out of the zone, and he chases, can't help himself, and that's going to be strikeout, another strikeout for Rosario. 2 outs for Finley. Batting 500 in the playoffs. No home runs, 1 RBI. Nobody on base. He gets ahead 3-0. I think he gets a red light here. He will. The strike barely catches the corner. And ball 4. So Finley gets his mojo back to locked in. He turns it to Amos Get Wrecked. He's due for a home run. He is batting 571. So he's been able to get on base quite at a good clip here. Rosario over 30 pitches here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. And a runner on first. Man, Amos took that pitch, and it was right there. Ball misses inside. Amos prone to the strikeout, but being patient here, 2-1. The screwball taken for strike 2. Rosario still locked in. And popped up as that's going to get out of play. Still 2-2. Amos gets the fastball. He pulls it foul. Takes ball 3 outside, so runner takes off on the full count. Amos, get wrecked! Deep right field. That's off the face of the upper deck. A 2-run shot for Amos, get wrecked, and holy moly, what an at-bat that was. A thing of beauty. That's the potential that he possesses. No clutch mojo there. That was all raw talent, and he absolutely destroys that pitch. Bailey Rosario back to neutral mojo, about to throw her 40th pitch against Demi Trampleson. It's a strike, but we're up 2-0. In the bottom of the second, Demi takes strike 2, a 1-2 count. And a grounder to third base should do it. Curtis to Simpson. Demi drops the tense mojo. The 2-run homer from Amos Get Wrecked puts us on the board. And the notable thing here is that Bailey Rosario not being efficient with her pitches, and they already had to use, 3, maybe 4 pitchers in the last game, so they don't have a lot of flexibility in the bullpen. They also lost Gustav Graham to an injury, so he's not available for the War Wagons. Hold into the right field corner, tailing foul, and it will get foul. Just past the foul pole in right field. That's a loud strike one. And there's strike three taken as Wankerstein gets a big out. 2 down, and Dozen rolls, comes up, showing signs of being tired, but he is batting .333 here in the playoffs. Wankerstein still locked in. First pitch taken for strike one, late on strike two, and a ground ball to first base. Rubio will step on the bag. 1, 2, 3 in the third inning. Wankerstein being efficient. We head to the bottom of the third. It's going to go 9-1-2 against Rosario, who already has thrown 43 pitches. I believe she's at about half stamina, and we are just heading into the beginning of the third inning. Yep, she's at about half stamina. We can give her a run for her money in this inning. We might be able to get her out of here. As Christian Black getting his first at-bat of the playoffs, he falls behind 0-2, takes a ball just inside, fouls off the curveball. Still 1-2, and Black fouls another one off, protecting the top of the zone there. Ooh, not the pitch to swing at, and he's mad at himself. He knew he shouldn't have swung. 1 down, and Rubio comes up. He's 0 for 1. Average sitting at .417. Rosario's 50th pitch is a curveball for strike one. Curveball for strike two. Tough out activates. We need a good offensively. We can't let her off the hook in this inning. Rubio pushes one or pulls one into left field. Leadoff man reaches for the first time today with 1 out. And Zeke Price, who came in tense, walked and got his mojo back. It's a big hit from him. Easy jumps activated from Rosario. And Zeke takes strike one. Ball misses high. See if Rubio tries to steal as Zeke chases out of the zone but fouls it off. 1-2 count. Ball misses high. 2-2. 1 out. Great speed on first. Zeke protects the plate, fouls that one straight back. Checking on the runner, back safely. 58 pitches for Rosario. Zeke takes ball 3. I don't know how he took that pitch. Full count. Swings through strike 3. Damn it. Rosario gets the strikeout against Zeke Price and makes this a 2 outs and a runner on first for Pork Rivera. We do go to the bullpen. So Norbert Heath will come in with an elite slider. Starts with the changeup for strike one. 4 pitches here. Also has tier 2 consistent. Good accuracy. Decent velocity. Below average junk. 1-2 count. And Pork will slow roll to short. McUtters will toss to first to end the inning. So a quiet third. We go to the back half of this game. It's 2-0 Tundras. And we've gone to the bullpen for the War Wagons. Finley Curtis, the leadoff man, will get in his next at-bat. Against Wankerstein, takes ball 1. Off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop into left field. And that is the first base runner allowed in this game for the War Wagons offense. And Wankerstein had a perfect game through 3. He gives up the base hit. So the no-hitter is gone, but he's still locked in. Great speed at first base, and Hackett comes up 0 for 1. He's still locked in. Ball misses outside. You have to be careful in this at-bat, and he is trying to paint the corners here. Off the end of the bat, pulled foul. 2-2 count. Would love a double play here. Ball misses inside. Full count here. Can't give in. A ground ball to Rubio. He turns to Guevara. Back to Rubio. The 3-6-3 double play clears the bases. Wheat Powell comes up 0 for 1. High pressure situation. Wankerstein still locked in, about to throw his 40th pitch, and it's taken for a strike. Ball off the end of the bat, off the glove of Wankerstein. Pork Guevara racing in, will not make the play. I imagine that's going to count as a hit. It does. Second hit in the inning for the War Wagons, but one runner on base for Harold Simpson. Great speed over at first, but bad jumps is activated. Ball misses just inside. Wankerstein still locked in. Ball misses outside. 2-1 count to make a 2-2 count to Harold Simpson with 2 outs. And swings through strike 3. 100 on gun from Wankerstein. giving it everything he had in that pitch. Harold goes down and the inning ends. Still 2-0, bottom of the fourth. Dennis Shoei will come up for the second time. We need some insurance. Norbert Heath is going to take this one, hopefully for the War Wagons the rest of the way. Would love to get us into the bullpen a little bit deeper. Shoei takes a strike there, and it's a 1-2 count. Heading 400. And he takes strike 3. Is that his second strikeout of the game? Just a really ugly at-bat there for Dennis. Swung at a pitch out of the zone, took 2 strikes that hit the zone, and he goes down. Now Valencia will come up. Has his contact versus righty traits activated, and he pushes one foul. Good contact there. Ball misses high. Misses inside. 2-1 count to Valencia. Chases that pitch at the end of the zone there. Fouls one back. It's still 2-2. Fouls another one off. He had a great battle against Rosario before striking out. This one he just slow rolls to Heath. Heath has gotten the better of our offense so far, as we haven't given him much of a challenge. A ground out to the pitcher will be out number 2, and now Royal Finley, who walked and got his mojo back, comes up to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. Think it's time for your first home run, bud. Takes a strike, 2-1 count. Fouls one off, make it 2-2. Ball misses high, full count here for Finley. He protects the plate, doesn't have a good pitch to swing at there. Down the left field line into the corner, it's a slow roller. The ump moves out of the way, Powell comes up throwing for second, and Royal has a 2-out single. Last time this happened, Amos Gitrect hit one into the nearly upper deck in right field. Tier 3 clutch in a high-pressure situation for Gitrect, who's now batting .625 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Fouls one off at the bottom of the zone. It's a 1-1 count. Strike on the slider there. 1-2, and get wrecked. Does it again. Deep right center field. That one's out of here. It lands into the rock garden. The frozen tundra of Stade Royale. A 2-run shot for Get Wrecked, his second of the ball game. That one goes 461, the deepest part of the park by far. He gets a mojo boost, and boy, the guy is coming up clutch in the playoffs. His second home run and 2 at-bats here in the playoffs. And with still 2 outs, Norbert Heath goes tense. Trampleson tense after a couple of unfortunate at-bats. She gets ahead 2-0. We've been keeping her in here for her defense. She takes a strike. Ball misses low, 3-1 count. Good spot for Trampleson. She'll get a base hit into left field. So that should hopefully get her mojo back. And with 2 outs, a runner on first. Now the only thing is don't run into an out. Christian Black struck out last at bat. I'm fine with Demby trying to steal, as Sound Turnip comes in for the second time in 2 games. He's not at full stamina. But Norbert Heath's day is done. I'm fine with Trampleson stealing. I just don't want her caught getting picked off. Ball in the dirt, 2-1 count to Black. Chases strike 2, and it's a K collector situation for Turnip. And strike 3, fastball right at the top of the zone. Christian Black outclassed here in the playoffs. He goes down and that inning ends, but another home run from Gitrect, another 2-run shot, gives us a 4-0 lead. We go into the top of the 5th. It'll go 5-6-7 for the War Wagons with a tense Alonso to start. Winkerstein throwing his 50th pitch here on a 2-1. He's still locked in. And it's fouled straight back, 2-2 count. Alonso just missed that one. And here he throws strike 3 looking. Winkerstein on a run right now. I don't know what's going to take to get him on fire. But now he sees Barnstormer, who struck out last time. High pressure, so locked in mojo for Winkerstein, getting an extra boost here to help him stay in there a little bit longer. Grounder to short, Guevara to Rubio, out number 2. And McUtters, 0 for 1 today. Still high pressure. And Winkerstein still locked in, gets strike 1. Hold into the right field corner, and Trampleson leaps. What a play! Holy shit! She almost collides with the pole as she leaps up over the short wall in right field corner and pulls that one out of the air. One of the greatest plays you'll ever see in playoff history. Holy shit. That keeps the War Wagons off the board. That ends the inning. That keeps Wankerstein's line clean. And that puts us in the driver's seat as we head to the bottom of the fifth. We go 1-2-3, a chance for us to add some extra insurance. Turnip misses high there, 2-2. Strike three looking Rubio froze on the fastball, low and in. And Zeke Price, who I believe struck out in his last at-bat, he went from neutral to tense again. This is a good at-bat for him against Turnip, who's locked in but tired. Strike there, 1-1 count. And into the left center field corner over the glove of McUtters. Rounding first, he will head to second base as Powell just is getting to it now. Errant throw will be handled by McUtters, but it's a double for Zeke Price with one out. He'll get his mojo back, and that'll put a runner in scoring position for Port Guevara. Quiet today, 0 for 2. We have Tier 3 high pressure, and Tuna Harvey comes in. We didn't see him in the last game, but Turnip's day is done. And now Harvey, who's all gas, no brakes, comes in with all velocity, all accuracy, and 3 pitches, the four-seam, the curveball, and the changeup. He also has Tier 2 K Neglector and Tier 2 Composed. K Neglector activates here on the 2-2. And he gets him swinging through strike 3. Pork goes down. Bad day for Pork. I hope he didn't lose mojo there. So 2 down, and Dennis Shoei will come up with Tier 3 clutch activated. He's 0 for 2 today. He's had a bad day. Tuna Harvey throwing gas. That one's fouled off. 1-1 count. Shoei into left field is going to hang up for Powell, and that ends the inning. So quiet inning there outside of the Zeke Price double. He left stranded. And we go to the top of the 6th. Last chance for the War Wagons. It'll be 8-9-1 for them as they're down by 4. Gus O'Brock leading things off 0 for 1. First pitch pulled into right field, the leadoff man aboard for the War Wagons. Wankerstein maybe looking for the double play here as it's now max pressure. Renduzin rolls 0 for 1. Wankerstein still locked in, 57 pitches. Starts with the fastball, strike 1 taken. Strike 2 taken. And a ground ball past Guevara into left field. 2 aboard will bring up Finley Curtis, so we're at the top of the lineup now. This is a chance for maybe Holden Stiffbottom to come out there, or Quincy Healthy. If they go back to Ellen Booth, who's at half stamina. This is not the time for Ellen. She gets a ball for strike 1. Swings through strike 2. Tries to get him to chase, he doesn't bite. Swings through strike 3. Ellen Booth, you nasty girl. Throws the changeup outside, and he's way ahead of it. Not out of the woods yet. Ian Hackett's still locked in. Swings through strike 1. Her stamina is going to drop so fast. Checks on strike, or ball 1 outside. Ground ball, slow roller, diving play from Guevara. He's not going to make a play. Infield single, everyone's safe. Bases now loaded for Wheat Powell. He is considered the tying run here with 2 outs, or with 1 out, excuse me, and they're going to keep Ellen Booth in. I don't think this is a good idea. This will be the 3rd batter face for Booth. She gets a strike. 1-1 count. Oh my God. A ground over the glove of Guevara, and a run scores. It's going to credit it back to Wankerstein, but this is not what we should be seeing right now. Honestly, I think you go back to Quincy Healthy. That's why. He was full stamina. He would have come in with Tier 3 clutch and rally stopper anyway. Bases loaded. He gets a pop-up first pitch in the infield. It's going to be considered an infield fly, despite being in the shallow outfield, as Shoei was able to get to that one, and that's a big out, number 2. Last chance for the War Wagons. The tying run on first base with 2 outs, and Alonzo 0 for 2 with Tier 2 clutch, or I'm sorry, choker and tier intense. And a max pressure situation. Rally stopper and clutch activated for healthy. 1-1. Swings through strike 2. 1-2 count. Fouled off there. Fouled off again, staying alive as Alonso. Oh, it's going to get into left field past the diving Christian Black. A run scores, and it's still station to station. That run also credited back to Wankerstein, so his line gets a little ruined here. But runner at second is now the tying run. And a tense Barnstormer comes up. Ground ball to Guevara. He goes to short way to Shoei. The Tundras are going to the championship. We sweep the War Wagons. Holy shit. Oh my god, what a game. That one, I couldn't sit the whole time, pacing in that last inning. That one got really scary. I don't know why we went to Ellen Booth. Quincy could have cleaned that up way quicker, even holding stiff bottom. Ellen, I'd rely on her if she didn't just get used in the last game. Either way, we win 4-2. And this game is not won, if not for, of all people, Amos get wrecked. With a 2-home run day, he was responsible for all 4 runs. The offense was shut down. Got really scary there, but unfortunately, Wankerstein had a hell of a day. Again, his line gets ruined for those 2 runs in the 6th inning, but either way, I know what he did. We all know what he did, and we will take that 7 out of 7 days of the week. Taking a look at the offensive numbers here, Powell with a 2-hit day, along with an RBI. Alonso with an RBI. He comes through, which he wasn't able to do for pretty much the whole season. And things got really scary there in the 6th inning. On our side, 2-hit day from Get Wrecked. Both of his hits were home runs. Was able to get Finley on base both times in front of him. And outside of Amos Get Wrecked and Royal Finley, a hit from Trampelson, 2 hits from Rubio and Price. Price also reached on a walk, but this was a very quiet offense today, and that has me a bit concerned. Pitching wise, Rosario will get handed the loss here. She goes 2 2/3, giving up 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, and struck out 5. You see what the rest of the pitching staff did for the War Wagons. On the other side, Wankerstein, he gets the win, 5 innings. He gives up 4 hits, 2 earned runs allowed. He did not walk anybody. He struck out 5. His ERA drops all the way down to 3.86. You see Booth gets 1 inning or 1/3 of an inning pitch. She got 1 strikeout, and then she gave up 2 hits. Yeah, I just don't think it was a good idea to bring her in. And then Quincy healthy, 2/3 of an inning. He gets the gives up 1 hit, but gets 2 outs and gets the save. Get Wrecked justifiably gets the number 1 player, followed by Gabriel Wankerstein and Royal Finley. So the offense wasn't great, but it did what it needed to do. We knock off the War Wagons, and now it's time to face the Platypi. And what the hell is this? Why? Why does juice happen in the playoffs? So the Platypi went 10-6. They were number 2 seed this season in the Yin Conference. They beat up on the Rushes in 3 games and then swept the Nocturnals to make it this far. They did not score much. So they had 3 runs, 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs. So what is that? 5, 6, 7, 8. In our side, we've scored 5, 5, 5, and 4. So the offense has been able to be pretty consistent on our end, putting up a lot of runs, not giving up many either. And the Platypi, it seems like they've been hanging their hat on their pitching staff, as they have not allowed many runs. Only 1 run against the Nocturnals in 2 games. And after the 4-0 loss in the first game of the playoffs, they end up allowing 2 and 1 runs apiece against the Rushes to get the win there. So this is going to be interesting. It looks like we get to be home field advantage here in the playoffs. Yeah, it is. So that is a very good benefit for us. Pays off for us to have that. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, we got to do this. We got to do Royal back to third, and we got to put Dennis back in the DH spot. I'll keep him down here in the number 9 hole, though. And I think the rest of the lineup's going to just stay as is. We can't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Biddles, the first game, he gave up 3 earned runs and 2 1/3. We still got the win there, but 1 home run, 1 walk, 4 total hits, and 4 strikeouts. So he didn't get to go very deep, but I'm hoping he can hold us maybe against a weaker hitting team in the Platypi. But they're going to be bringing out Hayden Pratt, who is juiced. Let's take a look at the Platypi team really quick. So their all-star representatives were, let's see. They had Mateo Compton, their third baseman, was an all-star. He was actually number 10 in the top 10 voting with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. Then there was Kenley Neal, their left fielder, was an all-star as well. She had 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. Somehow she did not do as well as Mateo Compton. That's kind of crazy, actually. So she was an all-star, and then their all-star pitcher was... That's why here's the Reef Finley. I don't think he's related anyway to Royal Finley. But he was the all-star for the Platypi, which was his second time in the all-star game. They do have talented Drew Dropkin, who we've seen quite a few times, and he has tier 3 traits for his disciplined traits. Let's see, Mateo, just a good hitter overall. Marcelo Morse, wonder if he's related to who was the Morse that was on our team in the first season. At catcher, Liliana Houston, not much of a option. So bad arm rating, good fielder, but a chance for us to run on these pitchers. Reese, big low contact, big power and speed, and choker. This team does not look scary offensively. I'm not saying that they won't.
Well, I took a couple of call-ins during the last song, and while I definitely can't play what they said on the air,
Turns offensively.
This one.
But we won't. Don Ramirez looks interesting too. I think I was thinking about bringing him in, actually. Didn't get an opportunity to do so. Pitching-wise, Hayden Pratt isn't even their number 1 starter. Romeo Gonzalez is. And they have Spool Arnold, who's tense. And then they have Hayden Pratt. Peace and Aptitude was an all-star last year for the Nemesis. She's here with the Platypi as their number 4 starter. And they have Trevor Lee, Reeve Finley, Jay Green, Morgan Cox, and Piazza Terrific. Honestly, I'm not as concerned about their bullpen outside of Reeve Finley. The rest of their bullpen looks gettable. It just looks like they're starting pitching, which you know how we feel about that. We don't do a good job against starters, but I think we have a really good chance in front of us to find some success. Now, question is, Wankerstein... Okay, so after the game ended, there was 1 game break before we headed to the championship series. And Wankerstein will be able to pitch game 3 if necessary. I'm probably going to turn to Tenley Knight for game 2. And Wankerstein in game 3. But this also means that Fry's at full stamina. Rivas still at full stamina. Ellen Booth will be at full stamina. Same with Stiff Bottom and Quincy. So our whole bullpen is recovered and good to go. Let's see if they are in the same situation. full, nearly full, and full. Yeah, so they have their full bullpen at their disposal as well. But it's not likely that they're going to need it with Hayden Pratt juiced in this matchup. She, by the way, if you remember the name but can't remember where she's from, she was the first MVP in this league back in season 1. 21 strikeouts, a 125 ERA, and a .65 whip is how well she pitched back in season 1 for the Woodsmiths. So we have our work cut out for us, but we are here, and that is a huge step. So we are in the league championship. We are 2 wins away from taking our first ring here in season 4. And you know what? Give me the surprised emoji if you did not expect the Tundras we're going to get here, because I definitely didn't. It's been a wild ride, but can we finish it off? We have to do it against the Platypi and a very good starting rotation. We have the offense, we have the capabilities. We just need to figure out how to execute. So we'll see that next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please like the video down below. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And comment down below if you have any thoughts on how we should execute here in the last series of the season. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.